recall the first shooting. The shooting that the speaker remembers that caused them to open their eyes. Whether it be Sandy Hook, Colton, Orlando, Las Vegas, or Parkland, Florida. Yet, the thing is, I can't relate to that. I don't remember this first shooting, the one that pushed me over the edge and caused me to really want gun control. And it's because I've grown up with this stuff happening. We've grown up with this stuff happening. That these abhorrent incidents have become normal, and that they are a part of our society. I'm no longer surprised by another shooting. I'm no longer surprised that students, teachers, gay people, and Americans are being slaughtered. And I'm no longer surprised that nothing is done afterwards. Thousands of lives have been cut short by bullets. And it's ridiculous that people who oppose reform that would save the lives of another human being and not restrict their rights to own firearms. I just hope those in public office who are allowing these atrocities to happen are enjoying their final moments in office. Because there is a 4 million person strong storm coming. In November, they'll have to kiss their seats goodbye. Smart enough over here, so these events will not happen again. Now please, join me in a moment for silence for the martyrs, those who the system failed, those who have their futures ahead of them, those for the students that were like us. And now we look to the future, to the hope of change, that one day we won't need these walkouts, that we will not need to march for our lives. Thank you.
On March 29th, a man made a threat to open fire on 2 schools in our district. After the following morning, he was given a misdemeanor for threatening violence towards schools. On April 18th, there was a noticeable change in the atmosphere of the school. We were all tense. Some didn't come to school. There was more stress and interaction, even conversations changed to be significantly darker. In more than one conversation that I had, we talked about how we hoped it would be our school and not an elementary school or the junior high that many of us have siblings in. We talked as if dying by a shooter was a normal occurrence and acted like it was just how life is now. Some even made jokes about being able to die a hero before being taken out. We talked like we didn't have the rest of our lives ahead of us. Some students said that they would just avoid the problem altogether and not come to school the day of the threat. Others were nervous because the threat was announced while Moscow High was in the middle of Arts Fest, since all the students were in one location for a good chunk of the week. That day the threat was said to happen on, I was always conscious throughout the day how empty the school felt. The Moscow Police Department did have the situation under control, thankfully, but over 300 students in the district were absent that day. It's not normal for us to be afraid to attend school or for us to always have these kinds of grim thoughts weighing on our minds. We should feel safe in school, not fear it. Unfortunately, this fear that our students felt on Wednesday is not unique to our school, nor on this day. All across the country, students live in fear of violence within their schools. When we entered high school, we were afraid of getting a bad grade, of being late to class, of not getting asked to the dance.
3 years later, we were afraid of being shot in first period, of the kid next to us having a gun, of gun violence spreading to more schools across America.
When the Sandy Hook shooting happened in 2012, we went home to our parents who told us what happened. We could not understand how 20 children not much younger than us were killed in classrooms identical to ours.
I could not comprehend how or why this happened, and I still can't.
17 were killed by an AR-15 assault rifle in Parkland, Florida.
It is lawful to possess, purchase, or sell a machine gun in the state of Idaho.
One student was killed at Freeman High School by a handgun in 2017.
In Idaho, permits are not needed to possess a handgun, rifle, or shotgun.
5 were murdered by a handgun in Marysville, Washington in 2014.
Bill SB 1313, Stand Your Ground, was recently passed in the Idaho legislature that expands the definition of justifiable homicide and has been shown to increase rates of gun violence.
20 were killed by an AR-15 assault rifle in Newtown, Connecticut.
House Bill 585, which prohibits those convicted of domestic abuse of certain firearm actions, just failed in Idaho Senate.
32 were massacred by a Glock 19 pistol at Virginia Tech University in 2007.
Idaho passed the Senate Bill 1254 that allows concealed weapons to be carried on public college and university campuses.
13 were murdered by 5 different types of lethal weapons at Columbine High School in 1999.
These are just a handful of the school shootings that have occurred in America, not to mention the numerous other acts of gun violence.
Enough is enough. We are the change. Your presence here today shows the immense power that we as students hold.
We need to stand up for our rights, education, and lives. Do not end your activism after this walkout. Use this momentum and your voice to promote change to end gun violence.
Here's the action that you as students can take.
Contact your state and congressional representatives about gun issues that you care about. There are brochures being handed out with contact information and scripts.
Push for greater gun control measures in the state of Idaho.
Show your support for bills that increase background checks and regulation for firearms.
Attend the meeting next Wednesday night at the fairgrounds to hear our state candidates for governor speak and ask them questions about gun control in Idaho.
Register to vote when you turn 18 to ensure your voice and interests are heard by state legislators.
We would also like to invite you to join a chapter of Students Demand Action that we are currently forming.
MSW has an email list where you can sign up for more information. Thank you for taking a stand against gun violence and showing the courage to be here today. But this courage must continue.
Today is not the end. After today, we must act. Act beyond standing and listening. Act beyond hashtags and comments. Acting is calling your senators, it's writing your representatives, and continuing to show the bravery that you show today.
Use your power to stand up for your life and your education.
Young people are the future.
We have the power to usher in a new era in America, one where peace, love, and acceptance overcomes the fear, hate, and darkness that has been haunting our schools and countries for years. Now is our time. Now is the time for change. Since the Columbine school shooting in 1999, the anniversary of which we mark today, 187,000 students have experienced gun violence in their schools. The most recent shooting in Parkland was the 208th school shooting since Columbine. Over 130 students have been killed in the past 19 years. That's a lot of statistics, but what it tells us is that too many students have suffered. If every person lives approximately 27,000 days, and so far because of gun violence 130 have died, that's 3.5 million days that could have been lived to their best. Those days could have worked towards a cure for cancer. Those days could have told their parents they loved them. Those days could have done anything. Right now, we have the chance that they didn't. We have the chance to make our days count and to change something. We are one school, in one town, in one state, in the entire nation. A nation that right now does not seem to care as much as it should. Yet we must fight for what we believe in order to stop this epidemic. And we need measures to control gun violence. We are an entire nation. We are a nation that could be indivisible. But we are divided. We're a nation divided into those taking their time getting started and those taking their time by the reins and making the most of the days that they have. Today, we begin the latter by walking out. By being here, we are pledging to solve this national epidemic. We are spreading the message as only our generation can. We are telling each other to take action. But what does this mean? Does it mean just missing third period? I hope not. Does it mean taking part in change for the better? I hope so. All of us standing here, it does mean something. But the question is, how will we make it mean something tomorrow? How will we continue to make it mean something on Monday, and the Monday after that, when the adrenaline is faded? By writing to your representatives, by coming to meetings and advocating against violence, by ensuring this flame does not flicker out. Our efforts will not fade with the lost days of gun violence victims. We must use our days and our voice. We are here because some people did not have that chance. We are here because our time for action is running out. I am here to make one small shout for voice for what I believe in. But if we as a school, as a town, and as a nation continue that shout, we can turn it into a tidal wave of noise, a cacophony that will reach the ears of our representatives and our government. Those just like us across the nation who did not get a chance to live out their 27,000 days. It is for them that we begin this shout for change. It is for them that we continue shouting until no more days merely could have been lived. They will be lived. We will live. Woo!
Thank you, Laurel. Thank you, Peter, Avery, Rosemary, and Nat for all you have to say. And thanks to all of you for coming out here today. But I'd also like to remind you that your action should not stop here.
We are passing out pamphlets, or we just did pass out pamphlets right now, with the phone numbers of our legislators and scripts to use while talking to the people that have answering their phones for them. As we walk back towards the school, we want all of you to pick at least one number to call, and if the line is busy, keep calling or try a different one. This does not stop today. We are going to keep trying. We must persist if we want change.
Next week, too, on April 25th at 7 o'clock on the Latah County Fairgrounds, there will be governor candidates for both Democrats and Republicans doing a town hall, and citizens are invited to attend. We'd encourage all of you to show up and ask questions and convey that this is an issue that is important to all of us as students and as future voters. Also, as Avery and Rosemary mentioned, we are looking to form a chapter of Students Demand Action here in Idaho, here in Moscow. Sign up sheet sort of just, I don't know. The sign up sheet's going around. Good. So I'd encourage you all to join our mailing list, but you can also talk to us with any questions as well. And I'd encourage you to do so. So thank you, and please follow Rosemary and Avery back to the school.